My story. Like this is a story that I am proud of now, looking back at it 4 years later. But it's just hard. The time that I actually went through it, that whole process, that whole experience was something that I always remember because it changed me as a person. I grew. I had a lot of growing up to do, and I did. I grew up that summer. That summer of 2012 changed me forever. Like I really, really couldn't even anticipate or imagine how much growth that I would have in that time. I just finished high school. I had gotten injured in my right arm the year before, and I'd overcome that. It was a freak basketball incident, and I overcame that. And so now, fast forward a year later, June 2012, I'm at my friend's grad party. I graduated like I graduated high school the week before, like the week before this happened. I graduated high school. I got my diploma. So at his house, we're having a good time in the pool and having eating food and stuff. I am just so overwhelmed by the irony of all this. I play football and basketball. Football is a way more competitive, harder sport than basketball is. Yet I play that with no injuries. I play basketball and I get hurt all the time. I'm just overwhelmed by the irony. And the irony is just something I just laugh at. You would think that it would be vice versa, but it's not, which is just something. Was playing and I went up for a block, and he had pump faked, so he didn't go up. Like he was going up, then he came back down. So granted, I'm still up in the air. So my arm, I fell on my arm. I tried to fall on something softer, but I just ended up falling on my arm, and then um, my wrist just you could as soon as I got up, you could just see like it just got so swollen. Obstacles can be anything. A friend of mine, my best friend as a matter of fact, had several jaw surgeries. So he lost confidence and he lost some strength from not being able to really talk all that well and not really being able to move his mouth or whatever. And if you ask him, he just said it took time. Having faith in the end result, knowing that every day will be better because he will get closer to where he needed to be. And that family really helped him. Family helped him grow back his confidence. And his message to anybody who's in the obstacle right now would be to keep fighting. Never give up. It'll work out in the end. And what did he learn from his experience with the jaw surgeries is it showed him that everything can be healed and you can only become stronger as you grow older. And in this experience, he learned to appreciate the little things more. The opportunity that we are given is more than many others. That's the same lesson I learned as well. My wrist, and then there is that. As soon as I get up, like someone said he heard it. As soon as I get up, I can see it swell and get really big, and I'm just like, damn. So I gotta go home, tell my mom what happened. And kind of like it was just a regular day. It was a typical Saturday. My mom and brother were home. I had went out. They were home. They came back from church. And they had food, and they were just talking. They just come, and then I just come in the house and I sit on the couch. And I call my mom, and she looks at my, you know, I was just so mad because I had so much planned like out for the summer. Like it turned out to be a bummer this summer because when you have so much planning, it's so ready to go, and all of a sudden it just poof goes, vanishes. That's hard. I mean, my whole life changed, but it wasn't all bad. Wasn't all bad. I mean, I had family around, my mom and brother, and people I care about deeply were around to rally around me, help me get through it. And it's when a doctor tells you, because like this was like right in summertime, and they expect a recovery, because I was injured in June. So the original prognosis was I would be lucky to have full mobility in my arm, maybe to use my arm again by the first week of school. So basically from June to September, like from like first week of June to the first week of September. So basically 4 months. Like I'm gonna have to be in a cast. If that was the original prognosis, that didn't sound good at all. It sounded terrible. Like how do you go from that? What do you do in a situation? So I overcame it. I took some advice from my grandma. She told me it's this trick that I used, and I did that trick every night. Every night I worked my right hand, so I can get mobility back into it, and it worked. It worked. I was actually I was actually able to beat the prognosis, get full mobility in my right arm again by August. So I was able to overcome it. It was a very big hurdle. So much I went through, but looking back at it, I'm a lot stronger. Things happen to me now, and instead of going, "Oh, why me? Why me?" I don't, because I know how bad it was. Like this injury had a profound effect on me mentally. Like besides physically, mentally it really, really hit me because I thought about killing myself. I really did because I really asked myself that question, like, what good am I to the world like this? John F. Kennedy is a hero on so many different levels. Everything he did for this country, even for his time as president, he was a part of a ship, PT 109, that was attacked by the Japanese. And what he did was he saved the surviving members of that boat. That boat was attacked and that boat was sinking, and he went ahead and he saved the rest of his shipmates, and they were trapped on the island for quite some time with little to no food at all. And they eventually were rescued. But John kept a coconut from that island, and he took it with him wherever he went. He actually had it in the White House with him, and he had it up to the day he died. And that was he kept it to remind himself, no matter how bad things got, he could get through it. Basically, having to rescue his shipmates and swim back and forth to rescue them, and then to be stranded on the island for some time before he got help. Having a good reminder that no matter what happens, you can get through it. I still have my arm cast from this whole ordeal because it reminds me, no matter how bad things get, no matter how stressed out, I can always get through it. So if I can get through that whole ordeal about being helpless, feeling pathetic, and everything else, I can get through anything.